We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 competitors in rookie showmanship. They're still getting one more up there. These are our first year exhibitors. We will select one, and they will move on to the winner will move on to our second class of juniors. I don't need that. We're ready for our rookie showman. Bring them on in.
Give our beginner showmen a round of applause for coming out here. They're not placed in any particular order. I just pulled kids in so we could talk about some things. Some of the things that we need to work on is putting our hand in the holder. Some kids walk forward and put their right hand in the holder. Some kids walk backwards, put their left hand in the holder. I don't have a real preference either way, as long as you can see the judge at all times. So we need to do a better job of keeping an eye on the judge, okay? We want to get a holder that fits our calf. Some of these holders we need to get adjusted so they fit our calf a little better. When we stop our calf, front feet together, the back foot on judge's side goes back. Okay, so some of the things we talked about. The other thing is spacing in the show ring. Don't get too close to the animal in front of you. Leave plenty of space so the judge can walk in between the calves and you're not running into somebody. And then if you have to stop, it allows you room to stop, okay? So hopefully we all learned a little bit something. We come back next year. That's what you're here for, right? Is to learn, hopefully get better for next year. It's really tough. All you kids did a great job. I always think showmanship's the hardest thing to pick. I've watched the kids show all day. Some of these have been out here a couple different times. They've done a nice job. They all deserve something. I'll have to pick a winner. Today our beginner showman is going to be the young man right here on the bull calf. He's just a little bit better on his head carriage. Keeps his feet underneath his calf just a little bit nicer. Congratulations to the kids.
Congratulations, Tyler Burdine, our rookie showman. Tyler, you can hear me in the second junior class of showmanship. You're welcome to come back in with them. Right. All right, the rookies have left the ring. We're ready for our first class of juniors. Bring them on in. We have so many juniors wanting to show showmanship this year that we have broken it into 2 classes, and we will pick the top 2 in each class, and they will compete for our junior showmanship winner. And that winner will receive a coveted bell that has been on junior champion has won for as many years as I can remember. And that's a lot of years. By the way, to all of your dairy parents, we do have a box up here that says Dairy Superintendent on it. And if you want to nominate somebody to be Dairy Superintendent, we have some cards up here. Bring a pen, write their name down, stick it in the box.
Let's give our first class here, Junior Showman, a nice hand for coming out here. Really close placing. Just going to pull the young man with the Jersey calf and the Ayrshire bull here. They're going to come back out and compete for the champion. Not taking nothing away against these four. They worked their butts off today. They've been hard at it. Sometimes their calf just doesn't cooperate. Sometimes they lose focus of me just a little bit. Just get their feet set up just a little bit quicker. Watch where you're walking and make sure you don't run into the person in front of you. Things to get better for next year. But thank you for coming out. Congratulations.
All right, coming back from our first rookie or junior showmanship is Aiden Cooper and Maddie Elliott will be coming back and showing in junior showmanship finals. Should have 8 in it. Gary, did one scratch or didn't make it? Now guys, we have a whole show ring here. You're welcome to use it all.
Let's give these junior exhibitors a nice hand for coming out. Again, no particular order. We just talking about switching our feet, a little bit with our head carriage, maybe anticipating a little bit where the judge is walking so you can get ahead of them and get that foot placed just a little bit quicker than when you're just standing there waiting and then all of a sudden judge is there, oh, we're too late. So just some of those things to keep in mind when you come back out here. I appreciate all you kids coming out. Did a good job today. You worked really hard. We're going to go ahead and bring the two young men on the end here. They'll be coming back in to compete for your champion. But congratulations to everyone for coming out.
All right, we congratulate our 4 finalists in junior showmanship. We have Braxton Asher, Brendan Oliver out of this class 2. And out of the first class, we have Aiden Cooper and Maddie Elliott will be coming in to compete for our champion junior showman. reminder again, anyone with a champion in the dairy barn today, we are taking pictures out here east of the show arena. Eric Bernsey out here from the Banner Graphic is taking pictures. So if you had a champion today, run out there and get your picture taken. So if you have a champion, grab your ribbon and your animal and head out east of the arena here, and they'll get your picture taken.
Let's give these exhibitors a really nice hand for coming out here and working really hard. Some of the things I talked to them about, I know every judge can have their own preference. I don't like to see the lead straps all curled up in a loop. I like to see the longer lead. That way you can have it in both hands if you need to, if that calf would take off. But again, you know, that's just my preference. The knowledge of animals, I asked the kids their birth dates. They all knew that. I asked them their sire. A couple of the kids knew exactly who the sires were. Some of them didn't. I think that's important at this age. You need to know some information about your calf. Head carriage, they're all doing pretty good at that. They're all working on their feet. The person that I'm going to pick to be the winner, I call him kind of, he's aggressive, but yet he's patient. Patient aggressiveness out here in the show ring. And what I mean by that is, when I stop him, when he stops his calf and looks at the feet, if he doesn't have it right, he just keeps working at it. He takes his time, he's patient. If he has to take another step to move it up, and he keeps working at it until he gets it right. Then he looks at me. Sometimes some of the others, we stopped, and if I was looking at you, we just, okay, that's as good as I'm going to get. So you got to be a little bit patient out there. Don't get in a big hurry. But I also like being aggressiveness, where you got your head up, he's very intent, he's looking for a spot to go in, he's not getting too close to the calf in front of him when we're circling in the ring. Okay, so that's just some things to work on for next year. Everybody did a great job. It's very close, but the young man there on the Holstein, he's going to be your winner. He does a really, really nice job. Congratulations to all the exhibitors.
Congratulations, Brendan Oliver, our junior showmanship winner. Brendan, when you get out the ring, come around behind the seniors and show some more. Now, Brendan, if you want to wait for the second class of seniors, give you a little break there if you'd like. So we have two classes of seniors showing, so we'll do them just like juniors. Pick two from each class and show for our champion senior showman. That winner will show in round robin.
Okay, we're going to change it up here just a little bit. I've been watching these kids all day long. I know it's getting hot and they're getting tired. Some of the things, again, we talked about was which side of their calf to stand on. Make sure we get that hand in the halter, where to put the lead strap. Some of the things that we just talked about with the juniors. There's two individuals out here that kind of sorted themselves to the top. I kind of had them in mind throughout the days. They've been out in the ring several times. I like a clean calf. Make sure your animal's clean when you come to the ring, especially for showmanship. And make sure you get the feet set up. Some of you guys are still a little bit slow, not quite sure which way the feet ought to go on these calves. So that's some things to work on for next year. But I'm going to bring back the young man with the cow and the young man with the jersey. You'll come back and compete. Thank you. Congratulations to the rest of you.
That's Tyler Wright and Ethan Meyer will be back for the finals of our senior showmanship. We're ready for our class 2 of senior showmanship. Bring them on in.
Again, let's give the exhibitors a really nice hand for coming out here and working today. Again, gave them a few pointers, where to stand when the judge is walking in front of your calf, what to do when the judge walks in between you and the calf behind you or the calf in front of you. Just some things like that we can get better at for next year and come out here and everybody will improve that much more. Today I'm going to bring back the young man on the brown Swiss heifer and the man on the Guernsey cow. Those two will come back and compete. Congratulations to the rest of you for coming out here. Appreciate it.
Okay, Seth Aries and Joseph Kirkham will be coming back for the finals. As soon as everybody gets situated, we'll do that. We'll pick a winner and a reserve in case the winner would win in another barn and he would rather show in that barn, so the reserve would compete. Max, we'll pick a winner and a reserve.
We're going to take a little pause here from the showmanship, okay? And we're going to give all you kids an opportunity to come up here and talk on the microphone. I think everybody's tired of listening to this old guy stumble through and mutter and get through my terms. I'm not a real fancy talker, obviously. My wife says I mutter, so hopefully you can understand some of the things I was saying. But I want these kids to come up here and, right now the dairy industry and the whole agriculture industry is kind of in a big slump, and there's a lot of negativity about the dairy industry as far as the milk, the production, and the loss of farms. So I want these guys to come up here and tell me something positive about the dairy industry. Maybe it's something that you've accomplished, maybe it's something you want to do, maybe it's something you like. There's no wrong answer. It's not going to be held against you. So I'll give you a little minute here to think about that. But something positive about the dairy industry. We got a lot of consumers out here tonight. Right now would be a great time to put a little plug in for our industry, whether it's milk or cheese or ice cream. Something that you guys enjoy, something that's positive. I know it's a great experience for me to come down here, get off the farm for a little bit, take a little break from everyday life, and I enjoy coming down here and talking to people and evaluating your animals. So, having said that, I'll let you come up here. You can tell me your name, tell us how many years you've been in the dairy project, and something positive about the dairy industry. We'll just go ahead and start right here.
I'm Tyler Wright. This is my 9th year in 4-H showing dairy. Positive thing that I've gotten out of dairy is showing the respect and responsibility of taking care of animals, making sure they're in the best condition possibly, best best condition they can possibly be. Cleaning up after them, making sure they're fed, have the right hygiene, and just
Hi, my name is Seth Arians. This is my 6th year in 4-H showing dairy cows. And the dairy industry has honestly brought me so much. It's taught me so much, from taking care of animals to having responsibilities. Not just having responsibilities with the cows, but having responsibilities in everyday life, whether it be school or with your friends and parents. But it's taught me so much. And I really love the dairy industry, and I can't wait to teach other kids how to show dairy cows and really get more kids involved so that the dairy industry can grow more and more each day.
Hi, I'm Ethan Meyer, and this is my 7th year in 4-H. And some positives I've seen in the dairy industry is at the state fair. That every year there's a skill-a-thon that goes on, and it teaches kids about dairy, the animal, the industry, and what's going on, like current. And another thing that you can do at the fair is like go through like a farm area, and there's a big section just on dairy about cheese and how it's made and everything that goes into the dairy project. And there's a lot of people out there that are trying to make a positive message, and that's just something positive that I've seen in dairy.
Hi, my name is Joseph Kirkham. I'm a 7-year member, and the dairy industry taught me responsibility, and hard work pays off. Keeping the cows clean, the pens clean, and all the hay we have to put up there in the year to keep them fed for the winter. And yeah.
Let's give them all a real nice hand. Give all of our exhibitors a really nice hand for coming out here and competing. I love to see the intensity. I think these boys have all worked really hard. I hope they've had a little bit of fun. I hope they go back to the barn and they're all good friends and buddies, because that's what it's all about to me. You go out and you compete like crazy, but we're all friends at the end of the day. Before I name my champion, there's a couple things I'd like to say. I want to thank you guys for inviting me down here to judge your show, give you my opinion. I appreciate that. The other thing is, there's a lot of people that it takes to run a show, to run a fair, and behind the scenes, superintendents, people like that. So make sure you exhibitors go back to the barns and thank those people. Make sure you thank your mom and your dad, your aunts, your uncles, whoever you're leasing these calves from. Give them a big thank you, because it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of people to get these animals out here and to exhibit them. It's not just one person. I know there's a lot of people back in the barns that are helping out. There's a lot of people back at home helping. Just like for me to be able to come down here, it puts a lot more on my family, and they cover for me, and I got 4 children at home that are all helping out, so Dad can take a day off and come up here and judge. So I appreciate that. So just be very, very important to go back there and thank those people. I think it's splitting hairs. All 4 of these boys can show. All 4 of these boys could show my Jersey calves any day. They do a great job. It just came down to splitting hairs. It came down to just a little bit more knowledge about the project, a little bit more knowledge about the animals when I asked what I'd like to change about them. The young man that's going to be our winners caught my eye from the first time he walked into the ring, the way he handled his animals, his head carriage. He was always quick with his feet. Again, he has that calmness and that aggressiveness that I was talking about earlier. But it's a really close placing. But today our champion showman is going to be the young man with the brown Swiss heifer. Taking nothing away from the other 3, it was, again, like I said, very, very close, and a very, very close placing for a reserve champion showman. It's going to be the young man with the Jersey heifer on the end. Congratulations to everybody, and thank you again.
Congratulations once again to Seth Arians, our champion, senior champion showman. Hopefully he'll compete well for our round robin showmanship. Ethan Meyer is our reserve, and in case something happens, Seth wants to show in another barn, Ethan will step in. So thanks for all coming. Had a great show. See you next year.
One, two.